This is Radio Nepal. I'm Kaushal Ghimire with the news, the headlines first. 7 Nepali nationals killed so far while serving in Russian army. Nepal calls for halt in recruitment. President Ramchandra Paudel appoints 6 justices to Supreme Court on Judicial Council's recommendation. Sri Lankan Foreign Minister Ali Sabri in Kathmandu to attend Nepal-Sri Lanka Joint Commission meeting. And Hamas chief in Egyptian capital Cairo for possible second Gaza truce. Now the news in detail. The death toll of Nepali nationals fighting for the Russian army in Ukraine has climbed to 7 following the recent passing of Kundan Nagal. In response, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs has made a renewed plea to Russia to cease the recruitment of Nepali citizens into its military and to repatriate those currently serving. It has also sought immediate information on the number of Nepalese in the Russian army and their condition. The ministry has further advised Nepalese travelling to Russia to obtain no objection certificates (NOCs) from Nepali embassies and general consulates of India, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, the United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Qatar, and Bahrain if they are transiting through these countries. In a related development, the government has expressed concern over the captivity of 4 Nepalese in Ukraine and has initiated diplomatic efforts for their release. The captives, identified as Vivek Khatri, Siddhartha Dhakal, Bikash Rai and Pratik Poon, are the focus of ongoing efforts by the International Committee of Red Cross for their release and return. Prime Minister Pushpakamal Dahal Prachanda has said he will seriously review his 1-year tenure in the office and prepare for the next action plan. Speaking at a meeting called for the joint annual review of the Ministry of Agriculture and Livestock Development and Ministry of Land Management, Cooperatives and Poverty Alleviation at Singh Durbar yesterday, Prime Minister Dahal said the government agencies needed to carry out works keeping the people at the centre. On the occasion, the Prime Minister added that regular meeting, review and assessments of every activity of the ministries would be carried out in the upcoming days. Prime Minister Dahal stressed the need for making agriculture the basis for the country's development by maintaining scientific management of lands. President Ramchandra Paudel yesterday appointed 6 justices to the Supreme Court on the recommendation of the Judicial Council. Those appointed as new justices of Supreme Court are Saranga Subedi, Abdul Aziz Musalman, Mahesh Sharma Paudel, Tek Prasad Tungana, Sunil Pokhrel and Balkrishna Dhakal. Earlier yesterday, the Parliamentary Hearing Committee had approved their names, paving the way for their appointment. The government has fixed the minimum price of sugarcane for this year at 635 rupees per quintal. Minister for Communication and Information Technology, Rekha Sharma, after a cabinet meeting held yesterday, informed that sugarcane price per quintal given by the industry was 565 rupees and the government subsidy was 70 rupees, making it 635 rupees per quintal. Minister Sharma said that the cabinet meeting also reviewed the government's 1 year in the office. The Election Commission has endorsed the voter list in view of the upcoming National Assembly elections of the Federal Parliament scheduled to take place on coming 25th of January. As per the endorsed voter list, there are a total of 2,047 voters who include Province Assembly members, chairs and vice chairs of rural municipalities, and mayors and deputy mayors of municipalities for the upper house elections. According to the Commission spokesperson Saligram Sharma Paudel, the voter name list will be available in the election officer's office by the 5th of January. The Election Commission will publish the final list on the 7th of January. Minister for Communication and Information Technology Rekha Sharma has said reliable and quality services regarding security printing could be available within the country itself. Replying to lawmakers' queries over the security printing bill in a meeting of the Education, Health and Information Technology Committee yesterday, Minister Sharma said the government was committed to promoting security printing works as a national pride project. According to Minister Sharma, the bill that had been already endorsed by the National Assembly had proposed to establish a specialized centre with authority to deal with the security printing affairs. Sri Lankan Foreign Affairs Minister Ali Sabri arrived in Kathmandu yesterday to attend Nepal-Sri Lanka Joint Commission meeting. According to the Foreign Affairs Ministry, Foreign Secretary Sewa Lamsal received Sri Lankan Foreign Minister Sabri upon his arrival at the Tribhuvan International Airport yesterday. The Sri Lankan Foreign Minister will participate in the first meeting of the Nepal-Sri Lanka Joint Commission set to be held in Kathmandu on Thursday and Friday this week. According to the Foreign Affairs Ministry, At the meeting, Minister for Foreign Affairs N.P. South will lead the Nepali delegation consisting of the officials of various ministries of the government of Nepal. The two foreign ministers will also hold a separate meeting. During the visit, the Sri Lankan minister is scheduled to pay courtesy calls on President Ramchandra Paudel and Prime Minister Pushpakamal Dahal Prachanda. The Sri Lankan foreign minister will leave Kathmandu for Colombo on the 23rd of December. Prime Minister and Chairperson of CPN Maui Centre, Pushpakamal Dahal Prachanda, took stock of health status of ailing leader Matrika Yadav yesterday. Prime Minister Dahal reached Leader Yadav's residence at Madhyapur Thimi in Bhaktapur and acquired information about his health condition. Maui Centre leader Yadav has been suffering from fever and stomach problem for some weeks. Prime Minister Dahal wished speedy recovery of the ailing leader. 3 people have died after being attacked by wild elephants in Chapa in the past 1 month. 2 of the deceased were forest employees and 1 a civilian, according to Division Forest Office, Chapa. 2 people from Haldibari Rural Municipality and 1 from Damak Municipality were killed by wild elephants coming out of the Jalthal forest. You're listening to Radio Nepal's 8 a.m. English News Bulletin. Now on to an international update. The leader of Hamas, Ismail Haniyeh, is in Egypt's capital Cairo for talks on a fresh ceasefire in Gaza. According to the Al Jazeera, Hamas chief Haniyeh is in the Egyptian capital to meet with Cairo's spy chief and other Egyptian officials who are acting as key mediators. Likewise, Israeli President Isaac Herzog has said his country is ready for another humanitarian pause. The BBC has quoted local media as saying Israel wants women and unwell men to be included in the deal, with suggestions Palestinians imprisoned for serious offences could be among those to be freed in the exchange. Meanwhile, efforts to get a United Nations Security Council ceasefire motion are set to resume after Tuesday's vote was delayed. Now, the general weather forecast for the country for today. According to the Meteorological Forecasting Division, the weather will be partly cloudy throughout the country. With this, we have almost come to the end of this news bulletin. But before wrapping up, let's have a reminder of the headlines once again. 7 Nepali nationals killed so far while serving in Russian army. Nepal calls for halt in recruitment. President Ramchandra Paudel appoints 6 justices to Supreme Court on Judicial Council's recommendation. Sri Lankan Foreign Minister Ali Sabri in Kathmandu to attend Nepal-Sri Lanka Joint Commission meeting. And Hamas chief in Egyptian capital Cairo for possible second Gaza truce. Well, that's all the news we have for this bulletin. Our next bulletin in English will be at 2 in the afternoon. You can also listen to us online at our website, www.onlineradionepal.gov.np. Keep listening to Radio Nepal and have a good day.